Hi, this video is going to walk you through the school information section of your substitute binder. You'll notice that there's two different options for your cover in this section, or your divider. I chose that so that you could print on colored paper if you didn't have a colored printer for ink. So all of your sections will have both a black and white version as well as a color version. Okay, so let's look at the first page that you need to update with your information. So here's a section you'll need to add your name, address, and phone number, the school name, address, and phone number. This is important in an emergency. I would also have this posted somewhere near your phone in case your substitute needs to call 911. They'll have all the information that's necessary right there close at hand. The second section here is important folks that you'll find up in your main office, your principal, your assistant principal, any deans, a nurse phone number would be very helpful at this point. Helpful staff is the third section. So maybe you have some teacher buddies that can be helpful to your substitute if they can't find the restroom, those sorts of things. And then down on the bottom, you may use this section in a different way, but in my high school, we have a large maze-like footprint. And so I like to put in a copy of our map right after this, and I highlight bathrooms in yellow and where the staff lounge is in green on the map so that it's really easy for the substitute to find those things. Next section here is going to be bell schedules, and I've made several different options for you, and they're easily manipulated. They are masters. I did not make them so you can change them in any way that you want. So this is a traditional bell schedule with 8 classes. Maybe you have 7 in an advisory. Maybe you only have 6. But you can change the number of rows there are on this by right-clicking. And up at the top, you'll see that you can delete columns, you can insert columns, you can delete the table, insert more. So you are welcome to change it how you need. If you right-click, you can delete the rows as well. Okay, so use this how you need it. You are going to type in first period, second period, and then what class it is. Is this math? Is this English? Is it junior English? What is the class? Let them know which one's your planning period. Let's go ahead and make that class name. Okay. And then a notes section. I find that to be super helpful for me to give them any sort of nuances that might be happening during the day. Maybe you say there's 5-minute passing periods. Whatever is unique to your school that a substitute may need to know would be a good thing to have in the notes section. I did several different variations of the bell schedule. We happen to be on a block schedule. So we have blue days and gold days, and we go odd classes on one day, even classes on the other. So here it is set up so that for a block schedule, again with a notes section. If you'd like to type something in there for your substitute, here's a block schedule that we have with advisory in there. You may have a homeroom or an advisory that you guys go to at a specific time. So you can put that in there. And this one also has lunch put in. Let's see. We have alternative schedules. So this may be if you have an assembly day, maybe a 2-hour late start, early release, whatever sorts of schedules you may have. And you can go up and change alternative to be, 2-hour late start. Whatever you need it to be, so that your substitute has the appropriate schedule. So those are all able to be customized for you. And I would recommend putting every schedule that you could possibly have in there, and then you can tell them which schedule it is. Once you have them filled out, it's real easy to go ahead and print that. So you're going to make sure you're on the schedule that you want. and we're going to print it so that it goes directly into our OneNote. Okay. And we want to make sure that we are printing the right page to our OneNote. So I will go down. I know it's about. There's classroom information. So we got to go up. All right. So if we want to print this bell schedule over to our OneNote, it's already set up for OneNote. You can see right here. I will hit print. And then wait for it here. It looks like it's printing all of them. So I'm going to cancel because I don't want all of them to go over to my OneNote. I'm going to go back over. See that my bell schedule is on slide 11. And that's the important part to have there. So go back, print. We're going to go slide 11. And make sure it is OneNote. And then hit print. Okay, now it's going to come up with my OneNote. Where do I want this? And if I scroll down, I can go to my school info, and I'm going to go to bell schedules because that is where that is going to live. So when I go over to my OneNote now, my new bell schedule is at the bottom, okay, the one that I just put in, okay, with all the alterations that you may have wanted. Okay. All right. One thing I want to say is that the school map, I do not recommend having school maps electronically. A lot of schools don't allow it. I know ours does not. For safety purposes, you wouldn't want a map of the school to get into the wrong hands. So I would put that in your physical binder. I make note of it here and just to as a reminder to put one in there. All right. So after that, you should have your school info divider done. You are welcome to add any other pages you might find necessary for your school, as those could be different from mine.